Hello, everybody. My name's Ardendris, and welcome back to Hollow Knight Silksong. I am recording this way later than I usually do. There's absolutely zero chance I'm getting both an ATM and a Hollow Knight today and a Silksong today. Yeah, I spent like 6 hours today babysitting a toddler. So yeah, yeah. So that's rough. And I love the toddler. He's adorable, but oh my goodness, he's a handful. Anyways, last time we fought the Unraveled. Was it just the Unraveled? Yeah, the boss was called the Unraveled. I don't remember if the is actually part of that or not, but it was the last boss in the White Ward. It's somewheres here. It's actually a pretty cool boss. White Ward enemies are somewheres down here. Just to get like a little picture of it again. If I can find it. There's the last judge, which means I'm close. It should be right down here. It's past all of these enemies. And nope, that's not it. There it is, the Unraveled. It took way longer to find that than expected. Yeah, that's a pretty cool boss. It like only rushes along the ground and then starts throwing spears. So it became much more of a challenge of figuring out what works with our current tools than just like going for like the strongest end stuff we have available to us. And we actually got to test out a bunch of different tools because of that. But anyways, after that, we finally started exploring the putrefied ducts just a little bit. We went up into that top section that's attached to the Memoriam and got the fast travel location. And I believe we got a something. I believe there was something important there, even a mask shard or a thread spool. I don't remember. But then we realized that it's not actually connected to the part above bile water. Except it totally is. There's definitely a door there that I either didn't see or didn't go through, so we're gonna have to go through that in a moment. So cool. Anyways, we went back down to bile water, went up to the top, and went through that little area, which again has something in it. Oh yes, it had the key of the apostate, so we can go finish off the slab whenever we want. But in there is the Huntress. That's right. Yes, that's right. It looks very, very similar to Styx. I'm going to assume they're the same species. And gave us this Brood Feast quest, where we actually have to go kill a bunch of things with various tools to get different ingredients. They're organs that have been prepared in different ways. Seared, which I'm going to assume means fire, so either maybe flint slate enhanced weapons, the Pimpillo explosion, I would assume, and I'm almost 100% sure that this little thing down here is going to work. So we're going to attempt that. Also, let's grab the Pimpillo instead of the Silk Shot, too, just to be sure. Then, actually shredded. I have 6 out of 35 of that. Apparently, a downward attack from this will work for it. That one I figured out accidental while platforming trying to get back here. So that one we don't have to worry about too much. And then skewered I have on the long pin because it's literally like a spear. I'm going to assume skewered works for that. And I guess we'll try Sting Shard. I would assume would work like a shredder, like so many blades just piercing something and ripping it apart would be like shredding it. Although it could be impaling. I suppose it's worth checking out. I think we'll be covered on all fronts. So I'm over here in the Greymoor. Let's just see it. Okay. So the Sting Shard, I meant to do a down tack there. Sting Shard gives Skewered, and that gave Seared. Okay. So yeah, this is Skewered, right? That's what it just said. So we have one skewered, one seared, and shredded is just going to be me doing that. I'm going to assume the long pin is just also skewered, right? Oh, I forgot. Ah, that counted as a seared one. I forgot the long pin was actually a thrown weapon. Oh, no, I didn't throw a long pin. I threw a Pimpillo. Okay, so Pimpillo, as expected, is also seared, so that's good to know. Do I want... Which one do I rely on? I'm going to start chewing through too many of those, and I already have seared with the thing. You know what? Let's avoid using the bombs because they're very expensive to use and switch over to what's going to be better for shredded. The cogwork wheel almost 100% does shredded as well, so let's attempt that and just see. I also don't know which of these, if any, are actually going to be more efficient. Like, the downward attack, I think, gave 3 per enemy, because I think I killed 2 and now you have 6. So I'm curious if if there's anything else is going to be like that, too. But, like, yeah, you got 3 shredded organs just for 1. And might as well just let this pick up the seared. Aw, really? Yep, a seared organ there. Cool. So, I'm just gonna be here for a little bit, grinding. Really? I gotta kill steel from the wisp. So, I have to be pretty careful with what I do here. Let's try this. Ow. Oh, that also counts as shredded kill, too. So that brings me up to 15 shredded. Only 2 of those actually got killed off by something that should have counted as shredded damage. So I want to say that the saw blade actually got extras over this, but I could be misremembering or mistaking. Anyways, I'm just going to do this for a little bit to just make this run, keep supplying shards whenever I can. I'll probably just end up going into the supply and using up some rosaries to go stock back up. We do have plenty saved of everything. So I'll see you in a little bit. Shredded should be no problem at all. Everything else is probably going to take a while. Okay, and at this point, I have enough of everything, except I need exactly 2 more skewered organs, which should be or not skewered, shredded organs, which should be relatively simple to do. I should be able to just head back to Biowater. And, let's see, what did I test this with last time? There's this bug here. It's a question of whether or not this works. We have... Let's see. Wow, I am failing the most basic of jumps right here. These things, I think I tried it with last time and it didn't work or I was trying something with it and couldn't get it working. I think I was assuming that that was because they didn't have organs, but maybe I just wasn't doing the right thing. Aha, no, that worked just fine. Cool, so I actually have all the shredded organs we need, and in fact, all the organs, period, so the wish has been updated. Now I have to make the climb back up. There's 100% a shortcut that I should have opened at the other side and then just forgot. Although maybe the shortcut's on this side and I missed it. It could go either way. Let's check putrefied ducks real quick. If the putrefied duck shortcut here is at top, that's going to be super nice. If it's at bottom, then what? This just wastes like 30 seconds anyways, so it doesn't really matter too much. I just have to avoid getting caught by the enemies in this area. I hate those flower things so much. I go down here. In fact, this is further than we went last time. Nothing there. Does this actually open up into this area? It does. Cool. You know what? That saves so much. I hate these. I hate those things so much. I hate them. Anyways, cool. That saved way more time than I was hoping. Or than I was thinking it would, rather. You have them, spider. The smell is upon you. All those organs, rich, prepared for feasting. You have the organs? Sure, I don't want to carry them around. Wish granted. You've done well, spider. Upon these fine meats my children will gorge and grow. And better the organs of others than they feed upon your own, yes. One should not be surprised for the spider to perceive the truth of my requests. A child of one like you. Many times I've seen it similar. They will be born hungry, with sharp tooth and claw. In their birth craze, your own meat would delight as much as another bug's. This feast is distraction and hope to save your shell. Is that shameful? A mother who would not sacrifice herself for her children to grow strong. Is it wrong to want to witness their first flight, their first hunt, to see them kill and grow?
That's fine.
Your choice is your own, Tall Mother. You won't be judged by me. I've seen enough sacrifice. I've no love for the act. And we get the long claw for it. All those gooey bugs, all so reluctant to share their organs. So much coaxing and gnawing and prodding. They should be proud. Their small sacrifice would become such sustenance for my ferocious young. And it's the same thing over again. Cool. So what's this long claw? Come on, thank you. It's a blue tool. That's pretty much the hardest thing for me to change out. Talisman fashioned from the talon of a large predator. Increases the range of needle attacks. Let's see. Let's get a feel for it. Like if I stood right here, like the very tip is after 2 hits. Like, let's try this. As soon as I enter, launch 2 attacks. 1, 2. It's reading 3. 3, and it passes the thing fairly well. If I try that again without it on, I'm gonna assume 2, 3, 4. Okay. So it's like a 33% boost, roughly, if that worked how I suspect it does. So that's pretty good. There are quite a few times where I'm like, I really wish I had a tiny bit more space. So I only wish that wasn't a blue one. If that was yellow, that would be perfect. Go with that setup for now. Sting shards. Sting shards can be changed out. Impello is very powerful, but I don't know. Impello is shorter range and limited use. Kerklaw's a bit better there. Although the silk shots, maybe I guess we'll go with this loadout. I don't know. I have so many tools now, and I'm actually starting to use a bunch more of them. It's getting harder and harder to choose what to actually go with. Anyways, from here, we're back into this area, into putrefied ducks. Out of curiosity, I was like sort of skipping ahead to try and get that fast travel. Did I miss anything in this area? It doesn't appear so. Come on. Thank you. I knew I could do that. We already went in there. And I'm feeling I already checked up on that wall. So I think that's it on this screen for now. Continue onward. Yeah, this area is rough. I'm almost surely gonna miss stuff just because it's so hard to actually explore. Ah. That was such a waste to try and take a swim there to see if there was anything. Especially since there wasn't anything. These things are everywheres. And I just can't fight them. Enemies that I cannot fight, that are literally cover the screens. Those are real hard to deal with. These things are just kind of scary. Wow, okay then, cool, whatever. Anyways, back up to the rest point. This area is real rough to explore. Like, I was calling bile water mean. I'm feeling it again. I've just stepped foot into this place, and I can't go more than like 3 feet without having to rush backwards. It's happening over again. Not oh well. I haven't really made it far enough to judge this area too harshly yet. Really? And they're so fast. The easiest way would be to use this thing as a pogo, but I can't. They move too... Wow. There's just nothing I could do. I cannot make it up here. There we go. Do that. Get away from that thing at all costs. Okay, cool. There's gotta be something there, right? What is the purpose of this? It's a flower that's going to try and eat you. Hey, look, I actually got a kill off of that one. Cool. That's the first. Ah, I used up my double jump there. Really? That counted? Ah, how did that not? Yeah, this exploration is gonna be rough. I just have to settle for having no silk, I think. Okay, it's not looking like there's anything in at least some of these central last. Aye. Okay. I hate these flowers, not because they're actually that powerful or scary, but because they make me jump every time. It's like, as far as enemies go, they're not actually that terrifying. Are you kidding? Oh, let me up, let me up, up, let me up, 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 up. I am panicking. Let me go. I jumped, but cool. Cool. Wow, this area is rough. Like, I thought Biowater was rough. This one might be worse because of those mosquitoes. They're everywhere, and there's just nothing you can do to avoid their attacks. Literally, the entire screen is getting covered in attacks that are just almost impossible to dodge. Like, I literally can't make it out of the first room without taking damage here. I can't. You need to pogo off of that thing to actually make it up there without taking damage, and you literally can't without taking damage. Cool, that's how you do it. Rush it, get us. Cool. It's my. Why? Where was my dash? Where was my silk thing? I tried both, and neither happened. Okay, cool. You're up here. Heal up. You made it. I forgot that thing was there. Okay, cool. Silk thing through that thing counts. Cool. Yeah, these mosquitoes are just out for blood. Let me go. Okay, I made it over here. Cool. What is actually in this direction? It's heading towards some sort of upwards. Do that. Do that. Cool. Oh, wow, this area is rough. Okay, yeah, as expected, there's something here. I don't feel safe. Hey, look, I didn't feel safe for a reason. Is this just... Okay, so that's that room. Okay, that's probably decent. We're closer to this bench at this point. Ah, come on. You just can't dodge them. Okay, the only way to dodge them is to get eaten. Feels so weird. Okay, bench up. That's that. Okay, that screen goes so far to the right. So, let's head back through the little, not fast travel, the shortcut we unlocked. I think I keep interswitching. Are you... Just like real mosquitoes, you just cannot estimate where they're gonna go. There really is just no dodging them effectively. So there's that. Oh, wait, no. I need this thing to grab me. Of course, I was also just facing the wrong direction for some reason. And we're up here. Why did it attack sideways? Why did it attack you anyways? I pressed the, silk thing. I pressed to do that one. Why did it regular attack? Okay, there we go. Okay, just don't do the... I pressed that button 3 times and it just didn't activate for some reason. Why? Why are my buttons being so finicky? Okay, we're here. Cool. I could do a regular dash to make sure that that one works, but I don't realistically need to every time. So, if I don't have to, don't make any unnecessary movements. That's just the best way to avoid making any mistakes here, I think. Okay, from there, make it over here. How did I avoid getting eaten right there? So there's a breakable wall. You look like an NPC instead of an enemy, but I've been fooled before. Okay, there's a breakable floor there. I wasn't really expecting. Hello there. Vog. Good bug, not flee. Why you must bother me? This spot is mine, fair fought and earned. I won't... Oh, Vog, sorry. I won't stay long, madam, nor would I contest your right to this cave. I have encountered several of your fellow fleas, united in a caravan. Perhaps you would consider joining with them? Yours seems a hardy hide, and I fear alone they lack the strength to survive long in this land. Caravan, girl, felt it in my fur. Time for change. If caravan is close, then my task, these lands, may near be complete. Now, much talk I gave. You leave me. Meet again at caravan amongst good fellows. There I share my learnings of fleas and volume. Till then, rest I need. Off, bug. You still here, bug, not flea? It's rest I need before I leave for caravan. Not chat. You feel trouble type, make my shell tense. I shall take my leave, madam. Stay strong on your own journey. May we meet again at the caravan amongst your fellows. Cool, another special flea. Aha! Can I actually make it back up this way? No! Aw, that's kind of annoying. Okay. What? That's gotta be just outside of what I can manage with a double jump, huh? Oh, hold on. Hold on. Maybe. No. Oh. No, there's nothing to wall jump on. That's just not a wall jumpable wall. Otherwise, I could totally do that. Like, you can just make it into, like, the pseudo screen transition, but that is just about it. There's nothing else you could do. Oh, that's so annoying. Now I have to go the whole way back around. Why? Why not just make that a jumpable wall? That would be so much nicer. Oh, well. There was another breakable wall up there, though, so I definitely want to see what's up. Okay. And now I can't even make it back up there because of this thing. I hate these mosquitoes so much. Hey, look, they're staying true to their name, to their source of inspiration. Blah. Dang it. So I'll see you back up at the top of this thing where we have to use the... Yeah. Going through this thing every time to make our way back up there is gonna be rough. Hopefully we only have to do it the once. They really couldn't have made those jumpable walls. They really did this the mean way. It could have been jumpable walls. It should have been jumpable walls. I'll see you up there. I quite literally had to do that like 6 times. And one of them was because I actually died. So then, no, it wasn't even 6 times. That means I did it like 10. Cool. All that for what is very clearly a breakable wall anywhere else, and it wasn't here. What? That's silly. Like, this wasn't even to anything like importance. Like, there's not anything else up here. You went out of the way to not make this make jumpable walls, even though there's literally no reason to go. Okay, whatever. That's silly. That's kind of rude. Game design. Like, you did that the mean way. That should not have made me do that 4 times or whatever. Whatever. Anyways, cool. Now from here, that was such a I literally took me like 10 minutes to make it back up there for nothing. That makes me super thrilled. What's over here? It's something. We got more of the gross water. The Wreath of Purity. Okay, then. Oh, hold on. This person has silk on them. Feared by all, dear sisters. Feared by all. Must we hide? Dear sisters. Revered by all. This person was related to the pinstress and the seamstress, wasn't she? Like, that needle in the background right there looks exactly like the ones they have. This house looks very similar, except it's destroyed. And also that, like, leafy green cloak looks pretty much identical. So yeah, this is definitely someone important. Anyways, what's with the Wreath of Purity? Yeah, I'm not doing that. Let me go. I'm not doing that again. Let's go up here. And just get back to a bench real quick with this. Let me go! Let me go! Seriously. My button spams are just working less and less effectively. Same with all my button presses for some reason. Hey, at least getting hit by something else frees you. That's a positive, I guess. Cool. Anyways, the Wreath of Purity. That sounds like it could be a pretty useful item. Let's see. Fragile band woven of reed and leaf, crafted to repel muck maggots. If broken, the wreath will be repaired while resting at a bench. Okay. That feels pretty nice. It repels muck maggots, which makes me assume that means we won't be affected by stuff. What does it mean by broken, though? Does that mean it's a one-time use to protect you? Oh, I see. So... Okay, it looks like the damage doesn't cross over. That basically gives you, like, a limited time to go swimming for free. So you know what? That's really good, actually. I haven't found anything in this area that requires that, I don't think. Okay, that's where we... Really? Okay, just screen transition, get rid of those things. I don't see anything in there. There hasn't been anything in this area so far that you have to go swimming for, but that is still pretty good. Oh, I found something in this area that we almost surely have to go swimming for. I should have dashed there. Why didn't I? But I guess I don't have to worry about it too much anymore. Where is this heading? This feels like a big old empty cave. Is there... hold on. And that unlocks a bit of lore. Sisters, spiders, watch these waters flow. Cleansing, binding, as silk from shell. Memories of our kingdom calm. Oh, okay. It's a big old empty cave with nothing in it, that it looks pretty safe. So I guess Hornet's just going to tell us herself that it's for the Flea Master. The Flea Master and his caravan sought for caves offering space and safety. This calm lake and shore may prove suitable. Okay, there we go. Oh, I haven't actually gotten to see that adorable little swimming animation. She literally just starts kicking her legs up. Like, do-do-do-do-do. Okay, we do have something to explore over on this side. Let's see. Up here. Obviously there's something there, but those aren't jumpable walls either. Hold on, it looks like... Wait, has the Wreath of Purity actually taken damage? It's hard... I think it's... I think it's... Okay, it has. Like, in the top left on our hotbar, it has definitely... It definitely looks like it's lost some pieces. Okay, yeah, those are definitely something. Just go like so. Oh yeah, we have another silk heart now. That means that we'll actually regen up to 3. So that's pretty good. What's actually over here? It looks like that section we just climbed up is just to mostly avoid going for too much of a swim. So that's probably like a slightly faster way out. Oh, it's craft metal. Or, yep, one more craft metal, thank you very much. I'm wondering what that one's going to be used for. don't have anything back left from the architects, which apparently we should probably go see the architect too. And I don't think it's going to be a happy reunion. So, haven't seen anything else that requires craft metal, so I don't actually know what that's for. But this place looks... Is this it for the putrefied ducks? I don't see anything else. There was definitely something there, but I couldn't reach it with my current double jump, which makes me think that, yeah, we're going to have to come back here. But I think that might be it for this place. Fastest way... this is the fastest way back to... Come on. Really? I hate mosquitoes in real life, too. Unlike with the fleas, which in this game are adorable for some reason. Come on, let me go. Yeah, for some reason in this game, the fleas are absolutely adorable. But mosquitoes have no saving grace. Oh, let me up there. I thought it was safe there. Anyways, should be relatively simple. I just have to avoid like 2 enemies here. 3. Let me go. But yeah, mosquitoes cannot be redeemed. It is impossible to redeem mosquitoes. They continue to be one of the worst creatures in existence. Cool. Anyways, as far as I can tell, that's it for putrefied ducks. I'm gonna get my silk back real quick, and then I think we're heading off to... I walked right into that one. I could have actually stayed safe in the corner for a moment there. Really? The time between getting free from the thing and when you can actually start making inputs is slightly delayed, and it keeps messing with me. So, I'm gonna go talk to the flea caravan, get them to move, and then come see them in their new home, I think. So, I'll see you over there. It's still gonna be a little bit of a run, but I think we're done here in Putrefied Ducks, at least for now. I'm way more likely to forget coming back to see the architect than I am going to see the fleas, so let's come see the architect first. Red, do you need our service? We shall create, as is our directive, to serve for Farloom Eternal. I got a comment saying that the architect has lost their will to live or something like that, and no longer has a reason to be around. So I was very concerned about returning here, but there's no new dialogue yet, so... that doesn't make me hopeful for the future, but for right now, I can pretend that everything is fine. Cool, actually I can save quit to get back to... Where's the last place I benched? I want to say... I went to... Nowheres. I did go to the Blasted Steps, which is the closest one, but I forgot to bench there. So I guess I do still have to go back to Blasted Steps, and I need to make the run back upwards. So I'll see you up there. And here we have made it back to the caravan. Oh, little... We can no longer bench here because a flea stole it. I love them so much. They're so cute. Hello there. I almost called you Fog. Fair greetings again, large flea. Amongst all your troop, I had little doubt you would survive to reach this caravan. Would you tell me now of the task that saw you so apart from your fellows, and so fearsome in form? Bug, not flea. Mine is to track by trail and smell and scent his shop. Find our friend fleas, our young most of most, to bring them together and grow them strong. If you have sensed the locations of other lost fleas, share them with me. I may be able to send them safe to the caravan. My learning's not free for you, bug not flea. Rosaries, give those and I shall say of what I have sensed. Work like mine, much long and hard. For that I deserve some riches held. Bonelands and the Citadel. Okay, 150 per each. Bonelands, sure. And the Citadel might as well. I have marked your map, Bug. See the learnings of fleas lost across the lands. If you are as brave as told by fellow fleas, seek them, save them, for a caravan whole. Okay, that's kind of cool. Let's see. Okay, there is something else in the wormways. I wonder what that is. I don't remember seeing any breakable walls or little passageways. Nothing more in Greymore. Let's see. Sands of Karak is done. Mount Fay is done. The Slab is done. Underworks. Water. Pale. Okay, there's something. Where is that? Wait, are there literally 3 fleas in the entire game? Is that all that's left? One of those is definitely in an area we can't access yet. That one right there might be. I don't know. Usually doors like that go. Usually you don't break a floor to go to a new room. Usually you break a ceiling. There are a couple examples of breaking floors first, but usually, like if there was a hallway going up into that little room right there, that would mean going up from the bottom. So those two I don't think are accessible. I'll double check the entrance to Putrefied Ducks, but I don't think so. And then it's one in Wormways. We did a pretty good job. Bug not flee. My learnings all have been scratched to your maps. Can give no more. Leave now. Seek and save lost fleas. Our caravan full and whole. Cool. Anyways, hello there, my friend. Flea Master, if your troop is still prepared to travel, I've discovered a cave beyond the citadel, at the edge of some ancient aqueducts. That place may well suit your needs for safety. The trek would be long, but once reached, you will find a sandy shore, free of predators, beside a wide clear lake. It is as peaceful a place as I've seen throughout these fraught lands. That's it, it must be. Our destination has at last been set. Our journey can continue. True friend of fleas you are, Miss Hornet. That place shall welcome us, no doubt. Will you be joining for the new journey? Of course, why wouldn't we? Marvelous. We fleas shall be overjoyed to have your company on the road. Now our new home is calling, we must travel. Yay! So many fleas, even the giant one is there in the background. Yay! It makes me so happy seeing all the fluff bugs. I'm curious if that animation looks different depending on the number of fleas you have. Like, if I had gone to find the rest of the fleas before making the move out to the final spot, would it have looked different? What a beautiful spot you've gifted us, Miss Hornet. Safe apart from the dark and death of the lands beside. A place for fleas to grow smart and strong. Here we shall see our travels end, for in Farloom there could be no finer place to settle. I am glad the location suits Flea Master. It is a calming thing to know these many fleas may survive. Most bugs of Farloom seem destined for far bleaker fates. Indeed, a hopeful future awaits, and only because of yourself and your efforts. To commemorate our arrival, it would be my pleasure to perform a small service for you. I have been learning to sew, and the little fleas have been gathering materials for me. I thought I could add an extra pocket to your tool pouch to make your travels just a little easier. A trifling favor, much less than you deserve, but still I hope it meets to your satisfaction. Tool pouch expanded. That means where there's one more of those in the game, one more silk heart. I'm assuming technically 2 more thread spools. Like, you'll get a half of them. I'm gonna assume there's 2 more of those. Mask shards. I think they're gonna they either max out at 9 or 10. Do they max out at 9 or 10? Is it 3 more mask shards or 7 more mask shards? It could see either one. I think we're getting relatively close to maxing out a lot of stuff, so that's very cool. Have you met her yet, our burly new companion, Vogue? Fresh returned from a long time spent tracking. We have met, Flea Master. It gladdens me that so strong a flea exists as her. Yours was a caravan sorely lacking for protection, and I am too bound by my own tasks to provide it for you. Why, we would never impose so. And now no matter, her scent may be strong and her taste for brew bottomless, but her skill is sharp. If predators draw close, her talent will provide much confidence to our caravan. So many lost fleas have made it here. Truly, I'd never dared to hope we would gather such a grand company. But still, there may be more out there in the wide world. What a wonder it would be if they too found their way to our fresh paradise. Same one over again. True. You get beat up every time we see you. Look at them. There's so many. You're gonna say the same thing? Yes, that's the same thing as before, just hanging out on, close to the water's edge, not quite there. Hello there, my friend. So many awful places have us fleas traveled. Many times I almost die, but here is safe and seems safe enough. You will have rest too? Is space enough for for us all now, friend. Thank you, Varga. This long lake, space is much more big here. Finally have some quiet from the little fleas. Oh. Splash! Oh, I really like this area. I was kind of knocking putrefied ducks a little bit, but it's a short enough area, and all the really rough parts basically just come down to those mosquitoes. That's basically my problem with this area. It's nowhere near as bad as I was giving it credit for. And then it ends with this cuteness. I'm all here for it. We're gonna go check out that entrance to the memoriam one more time. And we're going to see if that's a breakable floor I missed. I don't think so, but it could be. And then that other one, I'm like 100% sure we have no access to that for right now. That's totally going to be through this area, which means progressing main story. So, do we want to also head to the Wormways today? Finish off of that as well? Sure. I'm going to head back to the Putrefied Ducks entrance, see if we can access that. I'm going to assume no, but maybe I'll be surprised. And then we're going to try and find that last worm in the Wormways, and then we're going to end off. And then next time, I guess it's going to be one of those two entrances. We're running out of stuff. We're running out of main entrances to do, and little side bits we want to do. So I'll see you in a moment. Okay, so I've gone ahead and, well, no way I can access that right now. I checked every room around it. There's just no access point there. So I went back around. I decided to stop by a couple of the villages and some important characters to see if anything new has changed. Nothing as far as I could tell. I stopped by to go stock up on shards again. Slightly dug into our rosary supplies, but not by much. And I have slightly changed up our loadout because I want to try and do something, and I have a feeling it's going to be pretty easy because of how advanced our gear is now. So we have this giant boss in this room that for the most part, this entire length of this game, we just avoid at all cost. But I kind of want to try beating it, and I think we could do so relatively easily. And yeah, I have no fear of this boss at this point. Like, the first time we ran into it, I didn't have dash, so I had no idea what to do. But since then, we've come a fairly long way, so yeah, gotcha. I didn't even go through half of my tools and didn't use the pin pillow once. And I guess we get a beast shard out of it. This was barely a boss. The Craggler, thick-plated scuttler that prefers high places, holds an extensive supply of searing acid in a layered sac within its shell. The acid rains from its mouth upon any creature it sees as food. I figured we might as well do that real quick. That was barely a boss at this point of the game, but that should make traveling in this area a little bit easier at least, even if some regular enemies do move in. Let's see. Is it in this room? I could see us not getting it if it was in this room. But as far as I can tell, unless there's something you could jump up there, it's not. Which makes me think that it must be in the room upstairs? I'm not missing anything, am I? I doubt it would be some sort of hidden entrance on the floor. And that doesn't... Yeah, there's nothing there either, so it must be either on this wall somewheres, or it's somewheres in all those spikes. Wow, that's... Don't you hate it when you see the when you see the breakable wall and you know for a fact you should have seen it way earlier? Like, that happens so many times. Like, I'll miss a breakable wall, and it's just, like, super obvious. Like, at this point of the game, not even tough enemies. Like, I can one-shot all of them. Oh, this poor flea! And yay, it's saved. Cool. I should have been able to save this thing. Well, I was able to save this thing so long ago. I should have saved it so long ago, but I missed its existence. But anyways, that leaves 2 fleas on the entire map. Unless we're going to get a different section of, like, a map to explore that's technically not Citadel and technically not Bone Lands. But anyways, I just need to make it back to a bench point. Where's the closest bench? It's up there with the Plasmium Merchant. I do need to go see them anyways to stock up. That was a mistake. Now, I guess we're gonna make our way up there and then end off, so I'll see you up there. And we're up here. Assistant, have you come to refill your reserve of Plasmium? There's nothing cool. It's just like, you want to refill your Plasmium? Yes. There, you are replete with wonderful Plasmium once more. You can begin ingesting it at once. Now off with you. Vial refilled. But anyways, next time... Let's go with the left entrance, I think, of those 2. The one we could have technically accessed as soon as we got the cling line. What's it called? I keep forgetting the actual name. I just call it, like, claw line. I was so close that time. So, yeah, we could have gone through that left entrance as soon as we got the claw line, so we might as well go through that one first. But, yeah, it's just those 2, and then the actual story progression. So, I guess it's time to get into it. But for right now, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and hope to see you next time. So, without further ado, take care, everybody. I want to thank everyone one more time for watching, and a special thank you to the channel members, Yamato Tanagura, Goddess of the Star-Filled Void, and the Phantom Knight. Thank you 3 so much for the extra support. So for real now, take care, everybody.